everyone, what is going on? It's Jake from JTS Cosplay. Today I'm just going to be doing a Q&A, so hopefully you can get to know me a bit better. I thought what better way to open the YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm just going to be answering the questions that I got yesterday from either DM on Instagram or the comment on the post. So what I'm going to do is read the questions off my phone. I've screenshotted the ones that I'm going to answer. A few of the questions were the same, so I'll just have to work that out as we go along. Alright, first question comes from Eli Anderson _C. His question is, have you kept a secret to being a cosplayer? To really think about it, I really haven't. I've been through stages, especially when I was in high school, where I wouldn't announce it. I wouldn't really talk about it like comfortably, but I never really hid from it if someone did ask. I wouldn't lie or wouldn't keep it a secret, so to say. So next question is from Cos _Toro. He says, hey man, just want to know any advice on big armor prints. Things like the general height max, tape you use, infill level, any help, question mark. I'm looking to print an Iron Man suit. So things like general height max. My printer is the CR10, so the height max from that is 40 millimeters. No, not 40. 400 millimeters. 40 millimeters is this big. So 400 millimeters. So I don't think I've ever pushed it to that. Maybe about 350, 375 at the max. So, and everything's gone alright. To say about the tape I use, it's just the blue 3M painter's tape. I'm pretty sure it works a dream. I've tried cheap tapes as well and they don't work as well. I'm not sure why, but that's just how it is. Infill level for most of my armor parts is 15%. Unless I know that something is going to take a lot of wear and tear and it needs to be stronger, I'll probably up that to 20, 25. And then if it really needs to be really strong, 30, 35. But nothing really usually gets to that limit. Just to add on to your question, if you wanted to know layer heights, for my big prints, I usually go at 0.2 for the layer height. But if anything's smaller, it's not going to take as long. I just bump that down to 0.15. It's going to take a little bit longer, but you're going to get such a better quality print. Alright, next question is from Scally95 _. Hopefully I'm saying that right. He says, what's up Jake? How long have you been into cosplay? As a kid, who was your favorite hero? How long have I been into cosplay? I think I started when I was about 15. I made my first costume, which was an Iron Man suit. I wore that to Sydney Supernova. Yeah, that was my first step into cosplay when I was 15. And I've sort of been doing it on and off ever since until about a year ago I started to get into it a bit more. The second question, which was, as a kid, who was your favorite superhero? I'd probably have to go with Batman. Or the whole Bat family. I love the whole idea of Batman and Robin and Nightwing, stuff like that. I was, yeah, a real big fan of Batman. Jacom77 says, how did you get into cosplay? Did someone introduce you to it, or have you always just loved it from a young age? So how I got into cosplay, I think I was watching Iron Man, the original movie, and I obviously straight away wanted a suit. And I went on YouTube, searched how to make an Iron Man suit, something like that. And I came across stealth, the hero tutorials, and that changed my life for good. Started researching into Pepakura, started working with foam, and then it just all skyrocketed from there. It was, yeah, so to answer your question, really, no one really did introduce me to it. It was mainly just stealth from the hero tutorials. Dean M. Hickey asks, what's your favorite Spidey suit and when are you gonna get another? Favorite Spidey suit, I do like the Rami suit. I do have a soft spot for that. It is the Spider-Man I grew up with. Otherwise, I did really love the Future Foundation Spidey suit for a while, and I was thinking about getting that, but I'm not sure. And as for when I'm getting another Spidey suit, I'm not sure. I just did get my Homecoming suit in December, so I might do a shoot or two with that, and then maybe think about getting another one. I'm not too sure yet. Logo _ Crest asks, what do you love most about cosplay, and what's your favorite other pastime? So what I love most about cosplay is probably the replica part, like the replicating props and costumes, making things look screen accurate, or just make it look like an actual sci-fi prop or whatever it's from, just making it look cool. Otherwise, the best part about cosplay also is going to cons and meeting other cosplayers, things like that, seeing other people's work that you couldn't see through Instagram or something, and it's so cool to actually be talking to people in real life about, you know, things that you like, especially seeing all the vendors, everything there, all the art. It's, yeah, incredible to see that many people that have like minds like you and meet people like that. Favorite other pastime, I don't really do much else than cosplay. I go to work, I go to the gym, that's actually pretty fun. For me, I used to play football, I was always a sports kid when I was growing up. Yeah, nothing really else, I don't really do much else. Brock McDonaldson asks, what resources did you use to learn Fusion 360? Actually, I just sort of searched on YouTube Fusion 360 tutorials, watched a few of them, but the thing that actually really did help me learn was Bill Duran from Punished Props, his video on modeling the Thirst Zapper. Just watching people model is incredible to learn new skills and learn new tricks and tips that people use, and also live modeling because you get to see where they stuff up and how they fix things. But yeah, shout out to Bill Duran from Punished Props because that really did help. My Artist Academia asks, how much does your cosplay cost? That's a pretty big question, as all cosplays so different. Like my Nightwing suit was probably on the cheaper side because I made it all pretty much myself. It was just the suit and that I had to buy. But then you get like a Spidey suit where you buy most things, so that can run up to like $400. But then you get like my Clone Trooper suit, which is a Boomer that came in a kit, so that can run into the $1,500 and stuff like that once you get everything together to make it a full-on costume. But otherwise, nowadays I really stick to the sort of the cheaper side. But yeah, for Flash is probably one of the more expensive ones that I've done. Another question that a lot of people do ask is if the filament costs a lot to run, to print. And to be honest, it really doesn't. For a kilogram of PLA, is which I print with exclusively, it's about $30 I can get shipped. So, you know, a 1 kilogram roll will last a fair while, and I've printed a fair few things for Flash in not many rolls. Dip Ho asks, who are your top 5 superheroes, and do you plan to cosplay as them? Top 5, that's pretty hard. I'd have to go number 1, Batman. Number 2, probably Nightwing. I've got so many just different ones. That's actually pretty hard. Top 5, damn. I'll just do a top 3 because top 5 is going to be stretching it. So number 1, I'll do Batman for sure. Number 2, Nightwing possibly. I just have so many going through my head right now, I can't even think. Oh, Spider-Man for sure. How did I forget Spider-Man? Spidey. I don't know, I just really like a lot of characters. I can't talk. And do I plan to cosplay as them? Batman would be huge cosplay for me, and I really want to wait until I can decide what I want to do with that, as I would want to be, like, have that built perfect. And I'd probably want to do a custom unless something comes out, because I do like the Batfleck, and I do like the Dark Knight, but I'd love something in between there, or a custom suit somehow. Yeah, the rest I've sort of already cosplayed. DK32843 asks, how do you stay in shape? What does your diet and workout look like? How I stay in shape, my work is pretty physical. I do walk a lot at work, do a lot of exercise at work. Otherwise, I do go to the gym 4 times a week. I mainly just do weightlifting stuff, just normal 4-day split. So I do chest and tries, back and bis, shoulders and legs. I don't really train abs. My diet isn't spectacular. I do meal plan for 5 days of the week just for lunches, and then I eat whatever my mum cooks for dinner. Breakfast, I don't really eat it. If anything, I'll have a banana. So yeah, my diet isn't spectacular. I just have my genes to thank for the low body fat. Boy Behind the Face asks, what's your favorite episode of Star Wars and why? My favorite episode of Star Wars, I'd probably have to go with either 5 or 6. Can't really give a definitive answer. I'd have to pick them just because when I was growing up, my buddy and me, we watched them on his TV at his house. They were on TV every Friday, so I slept at his, and that's a pretty good memory that I have. So shout out to Dean if you're watching, bro. Spooning Australia has actually a rather interesting question. How does it feel having a large gay following? Honestly, it does not bother me at all. It doesn't really do anything. I have got a few forward messages from a few guys, but you know, you get the same thing from other people, so it does not faze me one bit. Favorite DC and Marvel movie and why? DC movie, maybe The Dark Knight Rises. Probably just because I love that movie. I could watch it whenever. I love the Bane. I remember seeing it for the first time, and that whole concept of Bane just shocked me, and I was so surprised. Otherwise, The Dark Knight, probably DC, it's good. Or if we're talking animated movies, I do love a lot of them. Under the Red Hood, Assault on Arkham, stuff like that. I really enjoy things like that. My favorite Marvel movie, I'm not sure, maybe Iron Man. I haven't really thought about that. I'm a bit more of a DC fan than Marvel, so yeah, I don't really focus too much on that. Power Figuarts. What is your most prized nerdy possession / memorabilia? That's a good question. I'll have a quick look around. If anything, it's this Arkham Origins statue I got with my Arkham Origins bundle deal that I got on Xbox, but yeah, otherwise maybe stuff that I've built. I don't really collect too many things. I'd rather sort of spend it on cosplay stuff. I don't know, I've never really had a big interest in collecting. So ask, and what country would you love to visit? I've never really been out of Australia, so I'd love to go see America or go see Europe, anywhere really. Yeah, I'd love to visit places that have a strong cosplay culture, and would love to just go to international cons. Index_Kun asks, hi Jake, what kind of workout do you do? What would you make a video routine? Thanks. I've actually thought about this. One day I might actually take the camera to the gym. Would be cool to record a workout, so that is a possibility for an upcoming video. Cell Cosplay asks, how tall are you and did it already bother you as a cosplayer? I mean, some characters, do you think you are too tall or too small to cosplay? I'm about 6'1" to 6'2". I'm not too sure. I haven't really measured myself in a while, so that is pretty tall. If it's ever bothered me to do a costume, not really. If anything, I did think about doing a Damian Wayne, but I thought I'd look a bit weird, a bit too tall for Damian because he's a bit shorter, and that's sort of a trademark. But nothing really else has it come up. If anything, it's benefited me. I like being tall. So yeah, not really. Evilly Wicked asks, I have a few. When did you start cosplaying? Already answered that. Does your GF cosplay? My girlfriend does cosplay, sort of. She's cosplayed once with me at Sydney Oz Comic Con last year in September. She had a Ben Reilly Spider-Girl suit on. I'll put a picture up. But yeah, she hasn't cosplayed since, but I think we have a few things planned for the future. He also said, if so, are we going to see any amazing couples cosplay? The Spider-Man one sort of was, but yeah, I'd hope so in the future. It would be cool to do a few couples things. Favorite fandom? I do love Harry Potter. I love TMNT. I love DC. I love Marvel. I don't know, it's pretty hard to pick, but if I were to pick fandom, probably be Harry Potter. And then close second, TMNT, and then DC. And for the last two questions, he said Raven or Terra, or Barbara or Starfire. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who Terra is, so I'm going to have to pick Raven. That's probably bad. And Barbara or Starfire, I'd probably go with Barbara just because I love Batgirl and anything to do with Batman, so yeah. So that's it guys, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it, all the support on my Instagram, on my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and like the video. If you want to see more, there will be more coming out soon. I'm hoping to do a lot of tutorials, a lot of videos of my life, just things like that. Also, let me know in the comments what you would love to see. I always love to get feedback from all of you. I appreciate all the comments and all the questions that you guys took time out of your day to ask me. I really appreciate everything, and I hope everyone has a good day. Thanks for watching, and this is Jake from JTS Cosplay.